I'm Jeff Skversky here with the one and only Charles Barkley. Chuck, you're out in Lake Tahoe playing golf. What's more frustrating for you right now, your golf game or the way things ended for the Sixers?
Oh, easily the way things are ended for the Sixers. That was tough to watch. Very frustrating and disappointing. And but listen, they got a serious issue on their hand with this Ben Simmons situation. Because I know Philly's a very difficult town when things aren't going good. And, you know, I hear all these fans talking about we got to trade Ben Simmons. But after watching him play, and I know he's making $30, $40 million a year, what teams, and he's afraid to shoot the ball, what team wants to trade for that situation? So I think it's going to be, I don't even know the right answer. Do the Sixers think they can fix him? Or they just trade him for less, because you're not going to get equal value as a player, because he's a terrific player. But if when the game's on the line and he can't shoot and he can't shoot free throws, you can't have him in the game. And the move is always going to end bad the way it's structured now.
So you imagine, you understand, in this city, people are angry right now with Ben Simmons and they're upset with the Sixers. If you're Daryl Morey, if you're Elton Brand, what do you do with this Ben Simmons situation?
Well, you have to make an honest decision. Number one, is he going to work on his game? Is he going to learn to shoot the ball? You know, Jeff, the people in Philadelphia act like this has been going on for when they lost 2 weeks ago.
No, it's been going on for 8 years.
About the Ben Simmons.
It's been 8 years.
That's my point. We've been talking about. I'm talking about Ben Simmons shooting. We've been talking about Ben Simmons shooting for years and years and years, and it just came crashing down this year in the playoffs where he was afraid to shoot the ball. He was running from the ball, and he can't make free throws. But we've been talking about, and I blame Ben first and foremost, but I also blame the Sixers because they got to force this kid to shoot the ball. You can't have 4 players out there. You can't have 4 players out there. But Ben deserves most of the blame, but the Sixers deserve some blame too. Because we've been listen, Jeff, if you've been talking about the same problem from years and years, that means the organization has failed also.
Well, you look at this situation now, and he's going to skip the Olympics, and Ben says he's going to work on his game, but he's admitted the free throw thing is a mental thing. Can an NBA player who's supposed to be, an all-star, a superstar, one of your top 2 players, can a guy all of a sudden learn how to shoot and have the confidence to shoot? Do you believe he can fix this issue if he works on it?
I do believe he can, and I'm pulling for Ben because I think he's a nice kid and a very good player. But it's going to take a lot of work mentally and physically. It's going to take a lot of work, no question. But you know what? I'm rooting for him because I'm rooting for the Sixers.
So what's your advice to Ben Simmons, Chuck? What do you say to this kid to get him to shoot and get that confidence back? Because you see it in the regular season a little bit, but then in the playoffs, we've seen them disappear year in and year out.
Hey, if I'm a Sixers, take Ben Simmons in the gym every day, make him shoot 1,000 jump shots, I make him shoot 1,000 free throws, because he's afraid to shoot. And the Sixers let him get away with it, and it just caught up with him. But you get him in the gym and make him shoot. It might even involve seeing a psychiatrist. A lot of golfers have mental coaches, but it's going to take a lot of work in the gym, plain and simple.
You can't have your second best player refusing to shoot. And I know that Doc Rivers and teammates have said, well, we don't need him to shoot. We've heard Brett Brown say it in the past. We don't need Ben.
Jeff, that's part of the problem. That's part of the problem. That goes back to what I was saying earlier. People have been making excuses for Ben, going back to Brett Brown, and now Doc Rivers do this exact same thing. You can't say all year he don't need to shoot. Well, when you're playing Orlando and Sacramento, and the Chicago Bulls, you probably don't need him to shoot. But if you're going to win the championship or even get to the finals, your second best player has to be able to shoot the ball, period.
I agree with you. So leads me on the next question here. Do you think the Sixers can win an NBA title with Ben Simmons? What is your answer here?
As is?
As is.
No. They can't. Well, if your second best player won't shoot the ball, you cannot win the championship. Did you just see that?
Oh, it was awful. It was a liability. it was an absolute liability. They were taking him
Yes.
out in the final minute of the game. Your second best player. Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. But no, if Ben's not going to shoot the ball, zero chance of winning the championship the way they're constructed.
And you talk about his value. Does he have any value? I mean, there's been a little traction potentially with Damian Lillard in Portland, who seems maybe unhappy there. Does Ben have any value in the trade market?
Not for a good team, because a good team, they don't want to go into the playoffs with 4 against 5. The only way I see Ben getting traded is he's going to go to a team that's a bottom feeder, and they need a star attraction, and people are going to sit and watch and see what happens. But if I'm a contender, which the Sixers are, I just saw how this movie ended. I'm not going to go watch the same movie hoping for a different ending. You know, one of my favorite movies is The Perfect Storm with Mark Wahlberg and George Clooney. I know both of those guys a little bit, and every time I watch that movie, I don't want them to drown, but they drown every time. And that's what I think when I say, you ask me about the Sixers. If they play this same movie next year when Ben won't shoot and you can't put him in the game, they're going to drown too.
Well, Sixers fans, you know this city. They're upset right now. They're angry the way things have gone. It's been 8 years with the process. It's been the same old story the last few years with Ben and Joel's injury. You know, you have to wonder here, will this team be able to go over the hump? But last question for you. Ben Simmons, should Sixers fans give him the benefit of the doubt if we know he's working on his game come next season and he's here? Should they take it easy on him, give him the benefit of the doubt?
100%. We should give him the benefit of the doubt and see how this thing plays out. But it's going to take a lot of work, Jeff. It's going to take a lot of work.
I can't take another playoff like that. Thanks, Charles. I appreciate it.
All right, take care.
Good seeing you. Take care.